What makes a leader? Rank? Status? Celebrity? Style? What is the ideal model for leaders? Is it a corporate CEO? The military commander? In Matthew chapter 20, in verses 26 to 28, Jesus answered it in a simple way. Jesus called them to himself and said, "You know that the rulers of the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great men exercise authority over them. It is not this way among you, but whoever wishes to become great among you shall be your servant, and whoever wishes to be first among you shall be your slave. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many." According to Christ, truest kind of leadership demands service, sacrifice, and selflessness. A proud and self-promoting person is not a good leader by Christ's standard. Doesn't matter how much influence he or she has. The leaders who look to Christ as their leader will have a servant's heart, and they will represent sacrifice. Worldly leadership is all about success, influence, wealth, but not so in the kingdom of God. It's not about going up, it's about going down. Jesus Christ, knowing where he came from, where he is going to, basically knowing that he is God in the flesh, put on a towel and wiped his disciples' feet. We don't see these characteristics associated with leadership because it goes against the wisdom of our age, but yet these are the essential qualities of a biblical leadership. Much of the leadership that we see today is nothing but manipulation of people by rewards or threat. That's not leadership, that's exploitation. Real leadership motivates people from the inside by an appeal to the heart. All Christians are called to be a leader of some sort, at some levels, because all of us are given a mandate to teach the truth of Christ. Christ said, "Go and make disciples of all the nations." So, no matter what your status, your talents, or occupation, you are called to be a leader at some level. And the perfect model for the true leadership is the Great Shepherd, Christ himself. Now this should make us feel unworthy, right? In 2 Corinthians 2:16, the Apostle Paul says, "Who is sufficient for these things?" But we know the answer. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 5 says, "Not that we are sufficient in ourselves so as to consider anything as having come from ourselves, but our sufficiency is from God."